nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one, zero.
Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are well. Oh, that's why. Yes. How are you guys doing, man? Today we've got a show. Diagnosis, I'll be looking at your tactics. Any tactics that you send in today, I will play with Manchester United. Your tactics haven't been bad. They done quite well. United are currently quite high up on the table. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Otherwise, that's... For some strange reason, today has been a very interesting day because updated the what's that thing called? OBS. And I can't hear anything from the stream. I can't hear music. I can see the music is going out. But on my end, I can't hear the music, which is kind of interesting. Maybe I know why. No, I didn't turn that on. Yeah, well, it's interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, so hope you guys are okay. Let me know in chat. Yeah. Before we begin, kind word from our sponsors. We have none. Okay. So let me just pop in and see what tactics you guys have brought along with you guys. What are the tactics you guys have brought today? Maybe it's not this one. Yeah, there we go. 2 steps to the right. Discord. Yeah, okay, so here we go. These are the tactics we have on the stream today, man. Yes. Hey, Sean the Militant, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Hang on a minute. I think I know what happened. No, that didn't happen. Okay. Wow. It's like hold on. That's right. Oh well, I'll have to figure them out later because all of a sudden I can't hear anything from the stream. So if any alerts go out, I won't be able to tell. I'll have to look at the screen and then see the alerts. Okay, so we've got 2 tactics, I think 3. Zany has got 1. Jose and Benfica was last week. We're gonna download the tactics. I'll put the links in chat for you guys. Yeah, very odd. This shouldn't affect my Roadcaster Duo, the OBS update, because it's got OBS and Rode have nothing to do with each other. Absolutely nothing to do with each other. Yeah, they just sound from random. It's like I can see all the sounds are going out. My microphone should be coming out clear because I can see it going out on the stream, and it's just an odd little situation I find myself in. Yeah, man. Okay, it's odd. That's all. Yeah, but it's quite interesting that I am. It can't be because my headphone is unplugged. I thought it could be the easiest thing in the world. All right, downloads. We've got tactics coming from you guys. We got an E. We got a Football Manager. One thing, if you guys are wondering why I haven't shared any news about Football Manager 26, it's because news will be coming. It won't be coming from me. It'll be coming from the people that make the game. Yeah, I assume they've got, I mean, it's September, right? So if there's going to be there's got to be football manager news coming soon because it's already September. Coming today is September. Next month is October. They don't have much time to get all that information out, so they're probably going to get it done before the end of this week, I guess. Okay. All right, so we've got tactics now to look at. We got a couple of your tactics. We're gonna look at these tactics really quickly. Okay, wrong place. Today's everything is being a bit weird. Yeah. Okay, let's go tactics. Let's go BYT. So sad. You know, say you guys have notifications as well when you come in and say hello to me. Hey, let me try something. Okay, it's my headphones. Definitely my headphones. My headphones have died, I think. They have completely died, man. Yeah, that's new. Damn, headphones have died, I think. Yeah. Or I could have done something really stupid, and it could be something as simple as the monitor knob has not been. Yeah, I think that's it. You know how dumb I am? You know how dumb I am? There's a knob on my road, right? That's for the monitor. I had it down all the other way. Could have been. I'm very certain someone is. I think, yeah. I must have been cleaning earlier, right? I was cleaning the room earlier, and I probably, kind of wiped it. Because I like the road, right? So I must have oh, come on, Patty. Matty, you got two, man. Okay, Zany, you got one. Yeah, we'll do Zany's tactic. The links are in chat, so I'm looking forward for the addition of Women's League. Yeah, same here, man. I think, okay, look, to me, right, Football Manager 26, I'm going to be up, I'm going to direct and upfront with all of you. There's been a lot of okay, if you are, okay, picture me in a cigar, in a suit, with an expensive bottle of red wine, probably about $70. Yeah. I'm getting ready for dinner with my wife on a Friday. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Right? I'm getting ready for dinner, taking my wife out for dinner on a Friday. And I've got in my hand a bottle of red wine. And in the other hand, I've got a bottle of Football Manager 26. Because, to me, the price is the same. In fact, Football Manager 26 could be cheaper. Right? Then that bottle of red wine and that dinner I have with my wife. But that dinner with my wife is just once. You see, for the amount of money I pay for a dinner with my wife, compared to the hours of entertainment and enjoyment I get with the same expenditure with Football Manager, I get more hours there. Which is the reason why all the women divorce me. Because I find value for money. To me, that is Football Manager. I'm not advocating you guys do the same thing, okay? I'm just using a really bizarre example because the last example I used was me at a pub, which is more realistic. So, yeah, to me, it's like, if it's like I'm dropping some money. Yeah, if it turns out I played the game for 1 hour, it's fine. I covered the cost of my entertainment for one night, right? Okay. My thing about Football Manager right now 26 is people are going out saying the game looks gorgeous. I mean, if you were in the alpha, you're not supposed to say that. B, the guys in the alpha probably are not allowed to say anything. But why would someone say that the game is great? Because from where I'm sitting, I've been through 2 UI changes with Football Manager or Championship Manager back then, right? We went to Football Manager. The first UI change was a disaster. It was a freaking disaster. We couldn't even play the game in March. I can prove it. I have it installed. It's like I couldn't play the game. Like, I could play the game, but every time I played the game, it crashed on me. And it became so bad that we had a Christmas song about it. Don't you guys remember? The 7 days of Christmas? Yeah. That was the year after I had launched a Scramjet. The following year, the game was a crash, baby, come, baby, crash. Come, baby, crash. Yeah, it crashed every time. So many people couldn't play the game. So, when we are doing a UI change for the game Football Manager, there's gonna be you're gonna have to like be realistic here. The game isn't going to be fantastic out of the gate. Chances are it's going to fail, flop, and it might look good. I don't know. So some of you might like that kind of thing where the game, you just like something new and shiny. Whether it works or not is secondary. To me, it must work. Is Football Manager 26 going to be great? I'm using past experience because whenever somebody does a new iteration or something, it's never great. Especially if they've only had like, let's be realistic, 1 year to work on it. Yes, people have been saying they've been planning it for 5 years. But do you know how long it takes to transfer 10 million lines of code with 50 people? Much less 100 people. It takes 5 freaking years just to transfer the code. And then you've got to make it work on the new machine. Then you've got to talk about optimizing the code. Then that's just the code that you imported. We're not talking about the code that you're going to have to write for the new game, which you probably have already started 5 years ago. But hey, man, you can't really put it all together until the code from this year goes in, which has to happen this year because that was FM24. But people are saying you didn't play FM25, so they had 1 year. Yeah, basically they have 1 year. That's what I'm trying to say. They have 1 year. Okay, that's a lot of work in 1 year. And it's not easy to do. And it's you're basically telling Microsoft to come up with a new version of Word in a year. Microsoft has got 60 million lines of code. No, not Microsoft. The Microsoft operating system has 60 million lines of code. The whole damn operating system has, I think, 60 million lines of code. Football Manager is 10. I'm pretty certain there's 60 million lines of code in the OS. Let me check that out. I'm gonna ask I'm pretty sure there's like a big number there. So I think if people are gonna, you have to. There's one of the reasons why I don't put up my fanatical link, because every time somebody says the game is good, the game is that, the game is this, the game is that, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Oh mama, go buy the game, and then there's a link after that. Please use my link to buy the game. I can't in good conscience put out the link. I'm telling everybody, go buy Steam first, because I don't know how people are gonna take it. But if you're the sort of person that is gonna drop it anyway, I use my link. Because if you just gotta do it like me, because it's a night out, one last night out with the wife, then yeah, use my code. In case you guys are wondering, yes, I haven't put it. I mean, code has been there, I haven't put it on recently. I'm good, man. Gringo, how are you doing? I just wanted to talk about FM26. I think there'll be news coming soon, though, guys. It's like September should have news, right? They're already done. Because you know why they have to have news this week? Today or tomorrow. There will be news. 100% there will be news. I guarantee you there's news within the next 24 hours. Why? Because the game is going to be at the Tokyo Game Show. So people are going to be playing the game or seeing the game. Right? So there's bound to be that. I'm going to do a quick look at Tokyo Game Show. See whether Football Manager is anywhere there or not. Let me just go up quickly. Tokyo Game Show. Oh yeah, I got there's one episode of the stream, right? We can't really go back and watch it again. You know why? What happened was I went to Twitter, we were watching a bit of the Premier League, the yellow card drama, right? Liverpool and Everton. I got a takedown from what's the thing called? YouTube, yeah. So I had to take it down from Twitch as well. So here we got the official website. So far, they got a fan for all you guys. Distributed around the Sega Atlas booth. The show, but then there's nothing else, right? I know it's Thursday. Today is Wednesday, so it'll be tomorrow. So you guys have to look out for this. There'll be something tomorrow, right? The Football Manager 29 special stage. They got these two guys doing freestyle football acrobatics, right? Other than that, because this hasn't really kicked. I mean, they have already started. They have their awards already. I think they've had their awards live in 11 hours. Yeah, I saw some of the awards, some of the stuff today. But it's gonna be the whole event. The event goes live in a couple hours. Some people are already there doing stories, man. But this is by tomorrow. Definitely by tomorrow there will be, because there has to be something from SI, because they're gonna have to preempt this. You see, so. In my opinion, SI will release something by tomorrow, because tomorrow is the game show. Everybody's going to be playing the damn... I'm assuming that SI don't go there with only this, right? Oh, guess what? We're gonna launch FM26. Here's a little fan you can wave. You know, you might need it for your CPUs, might overheat. So I don't think they went all the way there just to give people this, right? Of course not. I don't think they went all the way to ask people, whoever does the freestyle the best will give you the Nintendo tote bag. Of course not, right? They're gonna have a booth with the game. So if they have a booth with the game, they're gonna show the game, right? And there are influencers there, they're content creators there. They're gonna have the little cameras running around. They'll be, you know, hey, guess what? We're gonna shoot the whole thing and we're gonna share it with our Japanese and Chinese audiences. What are we gonna get? Something from SI. There is no doubt in my mind it's coming. So within the next 24 hours, you should be glued to Twitter or wherever you do and wait for the news. There's bound to be something tomorrow. 100% there's going to be something. There is no way there's going to be nothing tomorrow because of this. And I think only sad thing is that only women got like a good update in the sync and stuff. You don't know how to explain. Hope you understand. I mean, I think women, look, for me, right, adding women is a cool thing. I actually have this desire to manage a women's team and a men's team at the same time and see whether or not I can get the two managers to clash some point or another. I don't know whether that's a realistic, ambitious target or not. But I'm looking forward to women's football. However, to put it mildly, I also have to take a look at the men's football too. So chances are, I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I'm looking forward to see how console friendly this game is as well. So because I'm going to try and play the game with a gamepad. I have a gamepad. I play with Black Myth Wukong. Speaking of other things, I'm also going to explain to you guys what you should be doing with your NVIDIA GPU card. Because a lot of people don't know how to set up their NVIDIA GPU cards when they are playing Football Manager. So they normally, you know, what they do is they go out there. So I'm going to do a video explaining everything for you, the settings that you should set up, you know, how you want to set up all these profiles for the Football Manager, because you can't possibly set it up for Football Manager alone, right? Because if you're playing Forza and you're playing Football Manager, there's two completely different games. You can't use the same graphic settings for Forza that you use for Football Manager, because Football Manager is going to be entirely different because it's CPU heavy. And then something like Black Myth Wukong is GPU heavy. So you're going to have to create different profiles, and I'll teach you how to do that in an upcoming video, right? So look out for that. So basically getting ready for FM26. So here we go. So right now, I'll show you how crazy I am, right? So I've got all this tracking. So you can see, I'm just going to show you something, right? So all these I'm tracking all the CPUs. This is like something which I do. I do a lot of benchmarking when games come out. So I like to look at, like in the case of a game like Football Manager, this is irrelevant. This is my GPU card and the amount of overhead I'm consuming, right? So this is only 3 gigabytes. There's nothing. I've got 16. So this is well under the limit. So you can see the CPU. This is the CPU usage. You see, I barely, you know, maybe one CPU goes about 50%. The rest are going like, hey, you know what? We're not doing any work. Watch this, huh? Okay, I'm going to take it out and later I'll show it to you guys. Okay, so we've got Zany's tactic here. We're going to quick pick. We're going to take a quick look at his OOP, out of possession, which is kind of cool, right? This is without Jack. No, Jack did this a long time ago. Out of possession, because we kind of knew this was coming. So he got a nice little skin for you guys to be ready with. So out of possession, these are the high, okay, fine. This is a high block. Then in transition, he's got counter press, whole shape. I like this. It's possession driven all the way. And in possession, he's got, okay, I like this even more because I'm not a big fan of player of the defense as a default. You shouldn't do that. I mean, in my opinion, don't. Unless you have a plan. That means your tactics has been set up for you to go and draw the team in and then hit them behind the lines. If you're looking at this tactic, it's not set up like that, right? So it's set up like this. So it's not draw the team in. It's more like, hell, man, you're not getting out your half. So let's take a look at the roles. I like this because I've done a similar setup. This is actually a very, very good setup. This actually works in Football Manager. Now, this might be a bit aggressive, but he's got the diamond, which is something I've been telling people to try out in their tactics, the diamond. So he's got this nice big white diamond. It will work. Mezzala going to spot the winger. The winger's on support. I like how this tactic is set up. And this guy is just going to sit in the middle and protect. And then you got a poacher. Nice. Okay, I'm liking what I see, man. Any PIs? I don't think so. You're not, Zany is not too heavy. You can always do this. Okay, if you ever want your strikers to press a bit harder, or react a bit more to the opposition team, do exactly this. Do it. It will work in every edition of Football Manager. Okay? Every edition. From the first edition to the last edition, every edition. You want to make it even more funky dory, what you do is you come inside here. Okay, you got to, I don't know. Oh, sorry, in possession. I want to make it more funky dory, right? So I think we got to go balance mentality. Okay, let me. Never mind. This should be fine. I don't want to do the other one. The other, I shouldn't be teaching you the other method. Yeah. Okay, or I shouldn't be covering the other method because to me, sometimes I think it's a hack. Okay, Martinez is not exactly the tallest guy in the block, right? So I will put him on the left. And then we'll take Luke Shaw and put in Harry Maguire. This will be fine. We'll see how Mr. Harry Maguire does. He's not exactly fast, but he's decent. Martinez, all he needs to do is have a right foot, not a left foot. You want a right foot here, not a left foot. Okay. The reason why I like a left foot on a right foot on the left is because they come inside with the ball. There's a lot more beautiful football that comes with that. Okay, so we're getting all ready, all set. Okay, and we're kicking off, and we got the players, we got the team. Let's go and watch it on TV and watch it on comprehensive for the first. Intaning, the man, the myth, the legend. Okay, so here we got the players. Oh no, this is too fast for the human eye to comprehend. Clear the ball. Sterling with the ball is off. Sterling is off. Sterling is in. Sterling shoots. Okay, this is the part where the GPU is going to be used. Look at the CPU usage. This is nothing, you know. For my rig, this is absolutely nothing. So basically, you need to find out whenever you're playing a game, right? Especially for when FM26 comes out, right? Some of you are gonna go and get advice, or you gotta upgrade your RAM, you gotta upgrade this, you gotta upgrade that. What you really have to watch out for is your CPU bottlenecks for this game. That's it. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is actually setting it up right with your GPU. Yeah. Okay, so that you actually maximize the performance for the game. All right. So we got, okay, the only thing I don't like right now is this. Winning the second ball back. That's because of the Mazzala on attack. But we'll watch it a bit longer. So far, you see that when they get the ball to the keeper, you see the shape, they got the 1, 2, 3, and you can see the Mazzala is already here. Okay. Now, he doesn't use the Mazzala. The guy comes in, this is nice. He's on a drive to the far post. Sesko's with him. Nah. Doesn't do anything. Intel AMD is better for FM. I think basically Ryzen is better for everything. Intel is if you're doing gaming, use Ryzen. Okay, if you want to do like editing and really that kind of work, right? CPU intensive games, Ryzen is better. I wouldn't use AMD. I wouldn't use Intel. Intel is better for like if I'm doing editing, I've got Intel on the right and then Ryzen on the left. To put things bluntly, right? I've got two rigs I work off, right? For gaming, I like using Ryzen because their CPUs are much better for gaming. And then Intel, I use it for like things like my work, yeah, my editing and stuff. I use Intel. I don't use a Ryzen for that. Okay, we conceded a goal. Yeah, I mean this is a nice looking tactic, but the problem I think lies in midfield. Because you're going to have to get those wingers into play, but with the Mazzalas pushing forward, those wingers can't make a single mistake. They can't make one mistake. One mistake from the Mazzala, game over for you. So every time the Mazzala gets out of position, you're struggling. So a lot of transitions are failing because the Mazzalas are not in position. See? So we got the ball now. Okay, the Mazzala is so high up the pitch. Look at this. I mean, this Mazzala actually dropped. We've got a DLP, right? So looking at a tactic, where is Mino playing? Mino is playing as a Mazzala. So he's had to drop all the way. He plays the ball now. He runs all the way up the pitch. He gets into this position. And then you lose the ball. See, you cannot afford for the Mazzala to lose the ball or do what he just did, which is lose possession of the ball, right? Because the Mazzala is on attack and the other Mazzala is on attack. So imagine you have this big sharp V with 2 points, right? And then you got a DLP behind. So that one cross field pass to the other player, he's too far away. Yeah, so there are things that smaller. You could play the DLP as a roaming playmaker, or my suggestion would be leave him as a DLP, play him on support, play the Mazala on support and the other one on support too. Or maybe don't ask them to be creative with the ball. They don't need to be creative at all. They can be Carreros as well, but I will definitely try to play him. I'll first try the DLP on support. Okay, I don't think that's going to work. The second thing I'll have to do is play them on Mazala on support. There we go, second goal. Got ripped through the middle. Yeah, the problem right now are the two Mazalas. They're causing you to lose the transition battles. So every time they get the ball in transition, we're struggling. Or rather, every time we are in transition, we're struggling. Not every time we get the ball. And we haven't gotten the ball in transition yet. Yeah, so we've seen a few already. Now watch one more highlight. So look at this, right? The ball kicked up. Sesko is good enough, and then this is the one good thing about your Mazala as being on attack, right? Because they're on attack, they can get into the box. So we like that because of the way the goalkeeper is kicking up the ball, right? So what we'll do is we'll DLP support. That's what we'll do first. It's not a minor nightmare. You're close, but no cigar yet. Hey, you're close. You're close. There's several things we can try. The roaming playmaker is one. The DLP on support is one. Roaming playmaker might be a bit dangerous. Why? Because we want the Mazalas to enter the box, not a roaming playmaker, right? Waxer Medixor, how are you, man? If you play with no width, will the wingers still stay wide, or is the space between all players? The space between all players is reduced. When you play with no width, you're also telling the players, hey, you want to play the ball more into the middle. But your team is still going to use the width of the pitch, but they're going to be playing closer. But the wingers will try and get down to the byline, right? So what it will do is when you are moving to the right side, the winger will hug the line. Yeah. We're 20 minutes in, brother. We have to make changes later. You're struggling with your tactic, brother. Spurs fan. These kind of tactics are top heavy. They're a bit crazy, but there's nothing wrong with them. It's just look, this part is okay, right? Look, he has to go back. There we go. DLP has got to be on support. He's too deep. You got to take more risks with this tactic. Do you hear me? What I said? We take more risks with this tactic. That's not a wise thing to say to someone. So, because I was looking at my NVIDIA settings, then I realized, right, when I was playing with Black Myth Wukong, right, I had set it up for Black Myth Wukong. And I forgot that I wasn't, because for a long time, I've already been playing Football Manager. So my global profile was always for Football Manager. Then when I started playing Black Myth Wukong, I forgot, no, I went and adjusted all the settings of Black Myth Wukong. And then that's when I started struggling. I started having issues like screen tearing in this game. Now I don't. Now it's like even when the game is playing, right, I don't feel the bugger is trying so hard. Yeah. Because this game is very friendly. This game is nothing on the GPU. The most my GPU is only up to, the CPU is now is a bit warming up to 67, which is nothing. But look at all the scores. None of the cores is touching 90 or 80. There's no bottleneck anywhere. 66 is the highest we're going. 67, that's about it, man. The lightning came from Black Myth Wukong. The lightning came from because of the settings I use for Black Myth Wukong. Because Black Myth Wukong has to be set up differently. So you have to set up different profiles for different games. So basically you break it down between the CPU intensive game and the GPU intensive game and the regular game. That's it. Yeah. Nice. There we go. Mazala is too high up the pitch. Even the inverted fullback, when he looks for the pass, he's in trouble. So good news is we're only 1-0 down. We can always come back. This is Manchester United after all. They have a little... And they are always given a bit of a favorite status in the game, I think. Oh no, it's a third goal. I don't think we're coming back from this, man. We have been buried nice and proper. And I'm only allowed to make changes to this tactic in the 45th minute. So what we'll do is we ignore the pain and go to key highlights, okay? All right, because I don't want to sit down here. Man. Don't ever say sorry. There's no apologies. This is our trip together, right? There's no need for an apology, man, Spurs fan. The idea here is you brought a tactical idea. You want to try it out. Cool. All right. What do we have to do to make this a bit more, perform a bit more better? So that's two things I'm going to do, and I haven't done them yet. You can see that they are getting into position, right? But the problem is always got to do with that transition. That's where we lost the ball many times. Many times. So we're going to try several things. I don't even know whether these are all going to work. I'm not a genius after all. I played a game of Football Manager in hopes that I find it entertaining. Okay, let's go. Dressing room. Tactics. Okay, we'll cover tactics. We'll change this Joker to DRP on support. We'll change these three to Mazalas on support straight away. Then we're going to come into in possession. Then we're going to do a focus and a focus. Then we're going to go to the tactic. Get a Fernie, okay, to move into channels. Why? I need him to come here and I need him to come here. I don't want him to sit in the middle. Okay, so then we go to the width. The width is fine. Yeah, this is basically telling them every ball is a good. We'll just mix it up slightly, you know. All right, let's go. Then we'll throw the water bottle at them and tell them to sort things out. I'm sure they're used to the water bottle by now, right? Manchester United. Okay, first highlight. See whether we can actually recover from this. Okay, we got a highlight, man. We got an attack from back to front. Can we make it 2 in a row? Because I know the 3, the IFB, and the defender, and another one actually works. Yeah, because I've done it many times in the game. Especially when I go down to 10 men, right? Suddenly, all of a sudden, wow, we on the way back. Okay, so how do I make it work? Okay, that's not too bad. We defended that. Because of my problem was always, right, I got too many players. I got 3. You see, you got that extra player, you don't know where to put him. What you've done is you decided to be a bit more defensive, so you put him in the middle. Okay, nice throw. So far, okay. Now we got the ball. He comes in. Yep, it's working. There, the DLP is supporting the play now. He's not away. There we go. Nice ball to Mount. Mount finds Sesko. Sesko looks up, goes back. He can't see the pass. So it is okay. Sesko is not he's a poacher, remember? There we go. Ahmad in. Shoots. We got our first goal. We got 2 more to get, baby. You see, the problem was you didn't see that you needed to get all these kind of staggers. So your diamond has got options to move around the pitch. So it can form other diamonds. See, the problem most people make when they get that diamond shape is they don't think about the diamonds they need to move. See, otherwise you get a diamond static, another diamond static, you're not moving, right? So you got to make the diamonds change, right? You get smaller diamonds everywhere. The game of football is about managers trying their best, okay? Trying their best to create those kind of passing patterns. Crossing, you don't need to. Crossing, if you do the low cross, you're going to get to the byline. And then you're going to do a cutback. That is risky if you are 3-1 down already. If you haven't got a goal and dominating play, of course, that's a great option. But it should never be your default. Low crossing is not a meta. It is only a meta if you can dominate the game. And he's not dominating the game just yet. If he could dominate, if we had started the game and we were dominating, then I agree, low crossing definitely is an option. But you only do that if you're going to the byline consistently. If you're not, and your flanks are vulnerable, you're going to concede a lot of goals. There we go. That is nice. Now we break up their transitions because we have the extra man. I'm telling you, this tree setup, right, is actually very strong. Because there you go. Because your problem is where you're going to have the extra player. There we go. See where Mainu went? But damn, bloody Mainu went and played. What the hell is Mainu doing? Why did he play it back, man? He hooked the ball back. No. Chaloba comes in. He's going to score. Yeah, Chaloba came in. I actually like what we saw, but I think we got yellow cards in some places. Amazing. Okay. What else can we bring? We can't bring on. We want Dogu. We'll take the heck is this guy? Aiden, sorry. Joshua Jakshi. Cannot. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, you can come. You come here. Since you play for that team in the middle, you might as well go in the middle too. You come in here, Xerxes for Mason Mount. Okay. I don't know. We're just putting fresh legs in. I need players who have not got a yellow. So now your diamonds are a bit more smoother. I mean, I would recommend something like this, but you know, this AM role can be more of like AM. Definitely move into channels. You need the player to go left and right, not stay in the center. That is the reason why in a lot of my when I create this kind of tactics, right, where I want to have a lot of this movement, right, I always have one roam from position there. But yeah. It's the way we get all these like funky patterns. Okay, now the other thing you can do is you don't actually need a high defensive line. No, you just need a standard defensive line. Yeah, because if you have a high defensive line, yeah, you just need a standard defensive line. You can do this for a trigger press. Step up more. What offside trap you got? You got no offside trap. You just let those three mop up. You don't need it. You can't play offside trap. If that one player cannot catch them offside, what's the point, right? It's like you got two defenders. You got one defender. Nice. There we go. Don't play with a high defensive line. You don't need a high defensive line in this kind of setup. Because your defensive line always affects your back line and how high up the pitch they are. You don't need them up the pitch. You need them, basically covering the zones. That's it. So that's the last piece of a puzzle. You need this tactic, especially those top heavy tactics, right? Remember Galileo? My Galileo was the one that had 5 players in the opposition third, right? That was played only on standard, no? Cannot be played on high. Yeah, because if I play on high, game over for me. Yeah, game over for me. Is that a Mazar attack? Oh, jeez. No wonder. It's supposed to be on support. It's not supposed to be an attack. It's supposed to be on support. Yeah. I was not really paying attention already. And you don't need to add tackle harder on the Mazalas. Don't need to. They only on the flank guys. There we go. There we go. Look at them move. There we go. The whole defense is going to be torn apart. No? Yeah, because of the movement your players are making. So that's all you got to do. Right? So you take this tactic that you just had, right? It will work, no? Okay, there is the night. This is the same one I use when I'm down to 10 men. Exact same thing. Yeah. But when I'm down to 10 men, right, I play slightly differently. Okay. So what I do normally when I'm down to 10 men, right, is I do it like this. This guy becomes libero support. So he goes up, same thing, right? So now he won't be so far up. He won't be so high up the pitch. So instead of playing him like a DLP, I play him as a libero. Then at least when they drop back, right, they drop into the tree. The only time I go into that setup, which is the IFB defender, IFB, right, is normally when I'm down to 10 men. Because then what will happen is I take out one defender or I take out one midfielder, and this guy, let's assume this guy got sent off, right? Okay. So assume this guy got sent off. Then I will, if he's sent off, then it's pretty easy. This libero will come up. And he'll partner this guy, and this guy will come into the center. So that's the 10-man formation for Football Manager. That is the best 10-man formation in Football Manager at the moment. So now we got the two Mazalas. The problem with these two Mazalas is we got to wait for the libero to come up. So we take this one off now. Now we try the other suggestion, the other one that I was thinking. Romy playmaker on support. But we start him there. We don't start him up here. Did I just knock Ugarte come? Alright. So now we play Romy playmaker then. So he starts from a deeper position. So after this, we'll see how much processing is going on because the game is over, right? See how intense this game can be in terms of the CPU overload. Because it's going to be, the processing will happen at the end of the game and also at the start of a game. That's when all the processing happens. Oh, okay. Yeah, but the problem with this tactic is because you don't have any runners from central midfield, right? A lot of crosses. I noticed a lot of crosses in this tactic. But the roaming playmaker will push the Mazalas as he comes up the pitch. But I think I still prefer yours. Yours is much more proactive. So I put him here, see what happens. Poor Ugarte. Ugarte is getting promoted all the way. Maybe I put Ugarte Fernandez there. See how he does as a roaming playmaker. I hope this is possible in Football Manager. Now we can just flip people, change your roles. Oh, would it be cool? We don't have to worry about anything. Well, a lot of people seem to think the game is just going to be a case of slapping on a new UI on an existing match engine. It's not. It's not just as simple as slapping a new UI on an existing game engine, because it's like, guys, they've got IP OOP now, in possession of all the possession. It means that now they've got a lot to think about in terms of how the roles are now going to move, right? So they gotta, while there's some part of the match engine that is relevant, but there's so much more they have to recode. They cannot just, okay, we take this role and make it this guy. It's not that easy, you know. They gotta tweak, and then they gotta change some of the roles, right? They gotta lock some of those roles down as well. Yeah, it works better with that roaming playmaker. So I would recommend that, when we first started, right, there was basically no chance we were getting any transitions up the pitch. We started like this. So you would have to go into your tactic, change this to Mazala support, and go DLP on support as a start. This could be definitely might work. Then we come inside here, definitely move into channels. And then you go to your tactic in possession and add the focus play. Because you need the tactic to move around the pitch, right? However, having said that, this is top heavy, so your players better be good at keeping the ball. This is demands that they be very good. Sure, back from holidays. Sounds like a perfect trip. All right, let's go down the list and pick up the other tactics. And we got 2 from Matty. I mean, you guys are on Discord, so and we don't have that many tactics. I mean, let's check a look from the rest of you guys. We got Sarah Lawley with a tactic. Yeah, okay, so we'll download this. All right, and then I'll put it in. All right, so this is the trips attack. So what have we got? We got no PIs. Wing back, okay. Find AP on attack. Yeah, build out on this side, I guess. Yeah, build out on the left. No, you didn't put a build out. Okay, that's fine. I mean, there's going to be more build out on this side of the pitch. There's the drivers going here. There's an inverted winger and inside forward support. So this guy is going to be attacking the channels. Plus, he's going to be moving left and right to do that. Okay, interesting. I like what I see. Interesting tactic. Let's see how it plays out. 4 days time. Remember, your tactics are going to be the cause, the reason why United, do how they do. My job is to see whether or not I can ride the boat, or whether it'll be suicide. I mean, so far not bad. Right? United have been changing tactics every game, and they're still in the Champions League hunt. Not too bad. I'm not too shabby, you guys. So we got Casemiro, Ugarte, and we're only using the S-Man to do the tweaking of the roles. Sometimes you do get involved, but not all the time. Okay, and Mbuemo is injured. We got Tyra Malaysia. We'll just put him here. Never know whether it's good or bad. This guy is injured, so he's not going to be needed. And Marcus Rashford has got a better life somewhere else. Altair Banda. No. Onana, you're out. Sorry, we got to be realistic, But India, you're the goalkeeper. We're not going to use Andre Onana anymore. We have to follow what's happening in the real world. There ain't no Onana in the United team. Or there is one, but he doesn't play. Tequila, how are you, man? Our FF26 match challenge is more feel like when you break a way through the middle and your player for no reason moves to the wing as if on a tramline and cuts it back. Completely unrealistic. Well, I know sometimes we get some strange things happening in the game. I think at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, those guys, it's animations, There's so much they can do with the animations, right? At the end of the day, we have to remember this game is a simulation with the graphics engine laid on top of it. So, at the end of the day, this getting them to move in very realistic ways is probably gonna take a while, especially the modeling. And I'm think that there can't be a lot of things done until they get a working collision engine in the game. They don't have a collision engine. I know it's been a dream of theirs. I mean, it's not like SI don't want one. They've been trying to have this collision engine in the game for the longest time, and it's never really. I think they've been trying. Hasn't been good enough. Kunya out to nice 1-2, baby. Ooh, Sesko. What is wrong with him? All that money. He feels like Isak finally scored his first goal. Eketike scored another goal and then got sent off. That was hilarious. I was watching the game. Eketike, I mean, Southampton definitely gave it a good fight. They were all solid. I was quite impressed with Southampton. But what I wasn't so impressed with was Ekitike. I mean, I don't know, maybe the excitement of the youth. You got blood, everything flowing through your veins. But then again, you getting sent off because of you taking off the. What's this? What is this desire, right? To want to take off your shirt. I don't get it. Almost like finding a God particle in the Hadron Collider with SI search for the collision engine. Yeah, you're right. It sounds like that, doesn't it? Yeah. SI has been looking for the collision engine for many, many years. They've been trying and they still haven't gotten it yet. Yeah. It's the goal of every SI person to one of these days we're gonna have a match engine. Well, we'll see. I'm just hoping they get it. Yeah, so far not too bad. I'm seeing some nice patterns, but maybe with the inverter winger we could. I'm not sure if focus play is gonna help us. I don't really think we need to do too much with this tactic. I think this tactic on its own is pretty decent. Dalo, Bob saying on, yeah. That is finishing. I think we've had two really good goal scoring chances that should have been finished off by Sesko. The XG will point towards that as well. Yeah, 0.97 XG. The defense has been absolutely solid. We have not allowed West Ham to generate one shot on goal. So I think, if anything else, that is enough. I'm not going to change this tactic. I think it's decent. It's good. Yeah, I don't have to go and do something. In FM, scoring cutbacks is really tough for me. Cutbacks? Scoring a cutback is... creating a cutback or scoring a cutback? Because if you're scoring cutbacks, players cannot put away the cutback, then you should put away the player. Because cutbacks are extremely high XG chances. They can generate that. So if they cannot score, then you have to get another goalkeeper, ask a striker, or you have to just drop your tempo slightly. I honestly believe that the best tempo is normal tempo. Or slightly higher. The highest tempo setting is the worst tempo setting in the whole game. Just because somebody went and simulated the game with a bunch of all equal attributes or whatever. I don't know how they did it, but yeah, I've never liked all super high tempos. Super high tempos, very easy to tell because Attack, they will always run into some issues. You see, now it's pretty nice. You see, if I heat up a tempo, yeah, the ball is going to get from back to front. The only time I play with a super high tempo, right, is when I'm playing like a tactic or they need to go from back to front really quickly, and I'm using like maybe a target forward and a once forward combination. That's it. That's it. Because I want the ball, I want to score a very quick goal from back to front. Don't waste time. Yeah, like that. You see, there's no like we pass it to another player, that kind of thing. No extreme tempo. Extreme tempo means guys just hurry up. Imagine the pressure the players are feeling right now with the manager jumping up and down with ants in his pants. Yeah, getting his players to try and score a goal. That's high tempo. And then on top of that, you make your players get tired very, very fast. Look at that. The condition just went boom. Before that, we were like nice and happy, you know. We come back in possession. I'm going to draw a tempo back. Like in this kind of a game, right, we're dominating all the way, right? It makes sense to do this then. It's a bit late, but that's what I would do. Yeah, 7 minutes left. You know, want to get a goal. Let's get everybody involved. Especially if you got a poacher in front. High tempo is not a poacher's best friend. Yeah. Low block, high tempo. Low block, high tempo, yeah. Yeah. Low block, high tempo. Then get the whole team up the pitch as quickly as you can, I guess. But low block, it's not low block, high tempo, no. It's more like low block, high defensive line, right? Then high tempo. You got to do all that together. Because like I play my blocks with a high defensive line because I want the back line to support the attack. So it depends on your players, right? Okay, let's say you play low block, high tempo, standard defensive line. Then your fullbacks are never going to be part of the attacking equation. They won't be there. So that's because you may have a winger and a target forward only, right? You only play with 2 strikers or 3 strikers, right? Then a low block, standard defensive line, high tempo makes a lot of sense. But what if I want to attack like Kamikaze? Okay, we defend deep and we attack as a pack, right? There is a low block, high defensive line, standard tempo. Because we defend deep, but we move up the pitch like invading army. You know, we go, okay, lay our claim, then okay, conquer this country, now lay that claim. That kind of thing. You progress up the pitch. So that's how it works. Oh my goodness. See what I mean? So when you play on high tempo, we just like went boom, 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 just try and try. Now when you play on standard tempo, it's so much more better because we get others involved in the play. Not too bad. We got there. We didn't win, but it would have been nice to win. Pissing down it rain in the game. Alright, next time. We got one more tactic, right? I don't know if the tactic is loaded. Usually I have to, let's check. It should be. Yep, it is, fam. Straight out all your tactic is here. Oh, I like this. Finally, something to make my day. 5-2-1-2. Okay, 5-2-1-2s have their inherent charm. These guys have to be on attack. There's no two ways about it. If you don't, Diego, this is a show where never mind, it's okay. We want United to win, or we don't want United to be given a free pass. Guy inside a ball, guys winning. Very nice instruction. Run wide with ball and then shoot less offers there. So he wants width to come. This is a good choice for a role that you want to cut inside as well because he's a complete wing back. So he tends to roam. He might go here, he might go there. AM is doing a whole position, tackle harder, hold up ball. So you basically just want him to stay in this position. Okay. Complete forward is going to roam. This is a tactic where you get to the final third, you better have a good team, boy. Yeah. This is high tempo. This is one of those other situations where with a high tempo, you basically might only be depending on them. Your wingbacks may not even have time. So your defensive line becomes very important then. Because if your defensive line, a high defensive line, the wingbacks might get there. I will see. It's not a recommended thing. I wouldn't recommend this all the time. You can change CD to what? What's LD? Which CD to LD? You say LD. CD to LD. Oh, this guy, libero. Yeah, you want him to be libero, is it? Okay, libero defend. I guess that's what he meant. Yeah, libero and defend. Okay, that's what he wants. He's in chat, so we saw him. He sent a message. Okay, we're gonna play this libero on defense, which means he plays like a DM. He goes up, boom, there's a DM in front of him, in front of the defenders. Okay, off we go. Into the wild blue yonder. Oh, this is gonna be a cracker of a game. We're playing Arsenal, the Gunners, with Luis Calais. Finds Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel playing as a fullback. That's gotta be a surprise. Okay, Casemiro. Oh, Casemiro decided to. Okay, I get it. Casemiro is playing for Arsenal now. He passed the ball to an Arsenal player and taunted him to take a shot. Such is the confidence of the United boys that they'll be able to beat Arsenal. Saka get injured as usual. I guess even the AI version of Arteta overuses him. Zubimendi, Odegaard, White, Zubimendi finds Skelly. Skelly's going to drive. He take a shot. Yeah, not worth it. A lot of the AI tactics have got high tempo as well. So sometimes you're kind of safe with the AI tactics, especially if it's a 4-3-3. So we should do okay here. I mean, we should be able to defend. We have the numbers to take on the 4-3-3s. Whether or not we can... Oh my goodness. Who's the goalkeeper there? Is it Onana giving the ball away? Must be. Yep. Onana decided to pass the ball to the opposition. It says not two players working for... There are two players now working for Arsenal. We got Onana and then we got Casemiro. So why don't we take off one of them first, okay? Tell Onana, sorry, we're going to play Lehmans. I mean, come on, man. What's Onana doing? He's giving the ball away. The lid. We can't take off Casemiro. We don't have any more defenders. Yeah, Maguire out to Casemiro. Nice. Xerxes. Nice passes. What a ball to Cunha. Cunha takes it on down. It's going to be Malacia, but he can't find the back of the net. What a tame effort. After all the great work from that United player, I can't remember his name. But the reason why I'm saying this is like, Ekitike, right, went to celebrate as if he scored a phenomenal goal. Like, wow, he worked so hard. I think I had nothing much to do, no, just place the ball. The fellow who actually did all the hard work to create a goal, he did go and celebrate with him. His name, Federico Chiesa. Sometimes I think these people should understand, and I agree with Arne Slot's comments. Arne Slot is the one that mentioned it. He said, you should have gone to celebrate. Credit where credit is due. Chiesa just rolled himself into the book to start a lot of games because of his performance against Southampton. He was on fire, man. The rest of the team, yeah. Okay, I mean, there was some notable performance like Trey Nioni. He played well. But what about Giovanni Leone, the new defender that we got, the 18-year-old central defender from Parma? It's a pity that he went down. And there's a rumor that he's quite a serious injury. But he was so freaking good, man. He was so cultured at the back. He was like the epitome. He was like a definition of Mr. Cool. You know who he reminded me of? Yap Stam. Like, he was always in position, or you're like, okay, I got the ball. What's the problem? Boom, I got the ball. What's the problem? I got the ball. What's the problem? That was so cool. And his touch, he's elegant. I hope it's not a serious injury. I haven't checked the injury updates on Giovanni Leone, but I want to see a lot more of that kid. We're watching this game and just going, it's taking a while for us. Inverted wingback, inverted fullback. Okay. In this kind of a setup, right, when they're playing with inverted wingbacks, I immediately will look at my wingbacks to change dimensions of attack. Okay, we're going to do something different because they're going through the middle. So this guy is now going to be a wingback on attack. And I'm not going to ask him to, this is fine. He'll just do whatever he does. This guy is going to do whatever he does. This guy, we're going to see what he does. We're going to ask him to move into channels because they are playing through the... complete forward. Let's just go target forward on support. Instead of complete forward. Maybe the role doesn't suit Xerxes. Complete forward has got such a high price tag. It's got an extremely high price tag because we want to play a complete forward on support. You got to have the player for it. So if you don't have the player for it, right, the best thing you can do is go target forward on support. Like the cheap version. Close out the ball at least. Or DLF. DLF on support, you need a better player. A player that can actually pass the ball. So if you don't have one or the other, then start with target forward, then work your way up to DLF. And if you can play a DLF really well, then only consider you can go for complete forward. So I got target for AM. Okay, all right, sure. This is a pretty solid defensive shape. Arsenal haven't really threatened us very much. Maguire is having the match of his life. Looking like the super player that he was, 75 million, 65. I don't know how much they spent on him, but look at him, man. So elegant. Look at that player. Look at him go. Look at his poses. He gives the ball back to the goalkeeper. The lid. This not bad. I like this tactic. I'm not making fun of United players, Don't worry. What a goal! I told you it was coming sooner or later, right? Yeah. All we have to do is change the roles. Yes, just a small tweak. Because why does this work? Okay, there's an inverted wingback in this formation and an inverted fullback. So they want to play through the middle. So I made a slight change of the tactic. So I went for the wingback combination. I don't want them to cut inside anymore. Because the roaming of the wingback could just bring the ball to the opposition. And here on the left flank, we already got somebody hugging the line. So I left it alone. Yeah. It'll be enough. And boom shakalaka. Oh, man, come on. And target forward is really good, okay? I'm telling you. Don't play complete forward. It's so overrated, the role. Target forward is so much better. Oh my goodness. Leone has a ACL. That's it. He's gone, man. Rest of the season is out. Hey, ACL, you can go out. You might not even be able to play properly again. The amount of recovery time for ACL is fucking crazy, ACL for Leone. Immediately Liverpool will ask for somebody. Maybe can they recall a player that's gone? Will they have? No, they don't have anymore, right? Defenders, we're gonna have a problem. Very nice. Manchester United, Arsenal. With just one tweak, tactic was flying. I like wingback here with the target forward. It'll be much better for your tactic because it's a bottom heavy tactic. So you will have this challenge to get the ball up the pitch. Yeah. So if you have a challenge, then that's what we do. We go in there and we change your target forward. And immediately we have a pretty decent setup. Arsenal have been defeated. Arteta. What the hell? Oh! We spoiled Arsenal's party. They wanted to catch up with Liverpool, but we're doing Liverpool a favor. No? Manchester United 41, 46. We're still in with the chance to overhaul these guys. Hey, we are doing something Arsenal cannot do. We change tactics every single game. Next tactic, we say over here as well, one more. Hey, I have to have a sense of humor. Life is too short. Speaking of sense of humor, I'm getting hungry, again. I tell you, I had to. Trips attack, fam, Zany. Who should play like this? Why? Aha! Another one. Okay, I like this. Target forward, complete forward again. Complete forward again. Why does everybody want to play complete forwards? Complete forwards are overrated. Arteta crying again. Mikey, you're right. He's Arteta, is it? DLF will be too deep. Yep. The target forward also is deep. But the problem with DLF is he drops, right? Then he's got to start looking for players to pass the ball to. Okay. Target forward will hold up the ball at least. DLF will try and play the pass. Target forwards may not do that, right? They'll just play the pass. They might find a player next to it because they don't play risky passes. Okay, we got to play this tactic. Okay, let's go. Hey, look, let me check the PIs. I know Matty. Matty got very few PIs. Sure as always, but this is nice. One of my favorite instructions for this position is actually to put both, especially with the playmaker. Why centre back? Any funkiness? No. Oh, this is very simple. This is hoof and forget, is it? In possession, pass. Yeah, it looks like it. OOP, okay. Yeah, it looks like hoof and forget. What's your counter? Yeah. What's your passing lengths? Tempo? Standard? Okay, all right. Mix will do. Okay, this is interesting. We are going to Leeds without any ambition. This will be interesting. United are going to Leeds. They have changed their tactics one more time. The managers in England are completely confused. They have no clue how this team is going to play next. Right? You guys are mental. Okay, once again, The usage of the CPU core, something you gotta learn for FM26, right? So basically, you have to be able to track. So your optimization is very important. I'll do the video for you guys to how to optimize your rig. And you notice, right? Because if you don't optimize your rig, you'll get things like screen tears. Yeah. Sometimes your the game isn't so smooth. So you want to do all that, right? But what is this game all about? The bloody simulations, right? So you want to dedicate as many resources to the simulation as possible. So it's it's spinning in the background. What a nice goal, man. Look at the movement, look at the goal. Boom, Zaka. Target forward, complete forward, AP. AP is such a friend. For me, right, the meta role in this position, that position is the AP. The best role. Rocky, how are you, man? Play simple, advance forward, target forward, too fast. The ball from back to front, too fast. Alian Malik, I had exams, so I was gone the past few days. How did the exams go? That's a ridiculous cross, man. All right, I hope we did well. Hope the exams were easy. Can you play 1-4 in defense, out of possession, have 2 forwards in attack? Now? Here? No, you can't do that now. You have to wait for Football Manager. You have to wait for Football Manager 26 to do that, because intentionally, right? You can't do that. You can't because the players will revert to whatever they do. Yeah. I told you without doing anything. This is brilliant. I love this. Is one of the better. I would set up a 5-2-1-2 exactly like this, because you want the ball to go from back to front very quickly. You already got wing backs to deliver. So what you do is you put a target forward. Whatever it is, right? The best roles are in a 5-2-1-2, right? Is the target forward. He's like the king of roles. Because we are gonna have we're gonna tell the AI match engine, we want the ball to get up as quickly as we can. We want the ball to get up as quickly as possible. That's it. Boom. It recognizes the presence of a target forward. And the tempo on this tactic is also quite high. Yeah. So it's smart. This is a very well designed tactic. Yeah. Brilliant tactic. This is how Wolves should play in real life, man. Oh, third goal. Hammering. The exams went pretty well. Oh, I know. Advanced forward, target forward can work. But just in the other previous tactic, no, not that one. Yeah. The other tactic was different because he said his tactic. I'm looking at the guys. I'm looking at the whole tactic as a whole, right? Because he had a libero. I know what he was trying to achieve. Say it loud. He wanted the whole team to go up the pitch. This, I will agree. In this one, you can play target forward, advance forward. But what the interesting thing about this is, but their presence of a complete forward allows that role to roam, right? The AP can be a goal scoring target as well. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Yeah, it's nice. I use advanced forwards in if I want underdog tactic, right? I always use target forward, advanced forward. Target forward, poacher, target forward, advanced forward. Target forward, CF is my last choice of all of them. Of all of them, I hardly ever use CF. In fact, in none of my tactics have I used a complete forward. I'm not a big complete forward fan because it's not easy to find players to fulfill the demands of the role. Yeah, all very intelligent player, that kind of thing. There we go. Boom! Oh man, couldn't keep it down. Very nice goal. Okay. I don't think this tactic needs to be changed. Yeah, I think leave it as the way it is. It's very nice. It's cracking. It's created some smashing goals already. Yeah, Cunha running into traffic. Okay, now we're gonna change the angle. We're gonna go sideline. Another goal. We're changing. Too good. Very nice. Oi. After this game, I'm gonna have to put the thing up. So I'm gonna have to put this running in the background. I'm gonna leave it there for a while. Towards the end, I'm gonna have to put it on. I need to record the whole next few minutes. In what tactic will you use the pressing forward? Defensive tactics. 4-4-2. The Everton tactic use the pressing forward on defense and a pressing forward on support. Yeah. The 4-4-2 that I had, right? Yeah. The low block 4-4-2 was using 2 pressing forwards. I would use it if I'm really about a team that wants to come back and defend and then go up as a unit to attack. Yeah, why not? Pressing forwards are great roles, no? Especially for the defend when you want to create like a 4-4-2 Wimbledon style tactic. Hoof the ball up, kind of thing. And then you want them to fight, come back and help you defend, and then go up there and try and attack. Yeah, it's a great tactic. Okay, we're just going. Lucas Perry is having a terrible time. Okay, now it's up. Alright, so we got the last couple of minutes of the game. We're gonna see this thing go. Dressing room. Too bad, huh? There's not much. Okay. Okay, let's try some more. Go on holiday for the next match. $62, $66. Okay, I'm happy. All right. Next one. Zany. Okay, we've got a few tactics from you guys. We got like yesterday. Some of you sent in tactics. I don't know why suddenly this happened. Okay. All right, we got RPM Rashidi. I guess we take this version. Okay, Tuchel style Sean. That's you. And then 4-2-3-1 3-2-5 Gofero. You gave a tank yesterday. 4-2-3-1. I don't think so. I think the last time I did that was the last time I did the show. Yeah, that's the last time I did the show. I think that was it. Okay. Okay, download. Have you ever coached? No, I never coached Gladbach in real life. Amiano. I have managed Borussia Mönchengladbach in the game. FM 21. I did that. Was it FM 20? What's your first FM? I got 3 ideas already. Yeah. My first FM safe idea was first up, it's going to be a Rex to Riches story. That's the one. Then I've got another one that I'm planning to do, which is we're going to do a Hungary, carry on a Hungary, just to see how these kind of saves handle themselves within the football match. What is it? The wider world. These people might want to know. And the third save is a bit of a crazy. I mean, there's a third save idea where I'm going to be managing. I'm going to be a split personality, I guess. I'm going to be a man, and I'm going to be managing the men's team, and then I'm going to add another manager who manages the women's team, and then we'll see how the careers of both these managers do. Yeah, that's the plan. So now we have to. Oh, sorry, we cannot come inside here. Now I already went to the game. Extract all. Where is it? All right, there we go. Hopefully, yeah. Did I quick pick? I'm not sure, right? I haven't gone to the game, right? Yeah. So we start with a 4-3-3. Let's look at the roles and let's look at the. Okay, wow, you're playing all the way up the pitch. Okay, and you want to move the team around. Oh god, and you're playing a 4-3-3 with a shorter passing, and you want to go through the middle. Wow, that's asking for a lot for a tactic that's a 4-3-3. You know, I wouldn't advise this. I wouldn't normally advise this. Romy playing by car. There's a lot of movement in your tactics, so your team better not be playing a super high tempo. It is playing high tempo. Then you low crosses, they go down to the byline and then play the ball in the area. But I mean, I won't be playing all the tactics. We'll play some of the tactics, and then but we are gonna see the. I'm not gonna make changes straight away. I'm just gonna watch the tactics. But still, Destiny FM26. Yeah, most likely Destiny will carry on. But Destiny, I won't pick it up. I won't do it until I won't do Destiny, right? Because Destiny is like you have to know the game so well that you can beat the AI with 20 and all attributes. No, I mean I'll have to be godlike at playing games to be able to do that. Because the AI will have 20 in attributes and I have to like beat it. And we're all coming to terms with the new UI. And we don't even know whether there's an IGE yet, in-game editor. So we need to have the in-game editor to play Destiny. Because in the Destiny, we give attributes to the AI, right? And then we don't have any attributes of our own, right? So that's the thing. Yeah. But that's going to take a while. Oh, we got a penalty that's been given. Are we playing Wales? Walsall? Man, this is a easy stream for this tactic. They're playing Walsall, so I like, okay. What I was going to say when I saw this tactic, right? The only way this tactic is going to do well consistently is if you have very good players and your opposition doesn't. Okay. Because F9, inverter winger, you're going to have to get into the half. You're going to have to do all the work. You're going to have to make sure your team keeps the ball. So a lot of this has got to be your players have to have composure, ability on the ball to find the pass. There we go. You see what's happening? That goes up. F9 moves in. You're going all the way down the line. Play in. Yeah. I like the fact that you don't use work ball into box. No? I actually like that. Because work ball into box, right, is just going to bring everybody up the pitch. It's going to take such a long time. There is a pencil icon. There definitely is a pencil icon because they have to put a placeholder there somewhere, right? That doesn't mean that it's in the game, no? Yeah. There's a pencil icon there. It doesn't mean it's in the game. The question is it going to come out on the day itself? Right? And what form will it take? And whether or not we can do what we want to do with the in-game editor. Whether you can call up the editor and change the player's attributes willy-nilly. We don't know all that. So until we get our hands on it, and that's people like me get my hands on it with a fully functioning in-game editor. For all you know, because you have to remember, right? SI allow us to edit certain pages with the in-game editor. All right, so we have to wait and see. I definitely think there will be a pre-game editor in the game, 100%. But whether or not it's in the early access, advanced access, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know because it's gonna be like interesting. And the other thing I want to advise people is this, right? Don't go out there. Yeah, I've got a link for Football Manager. If you're like me and you're willing to buy a bottle of wine for $70 and sit down and enjoy the wine, and you have no complaints about spending $70, even if the bottle of wine turns out to be the worst bottle you've ever drunk in your life, because you spent an hour there already, then if that's your attitude in life, then fine. Please go and get Football Manager 26 using my link on Fanatical. But my advice to most people is, don't buy from my link or anybody else's link. Go and use Steam. That way, if you don't like the game, you can refund it or watch me on stream. I definitely will not be streaming the very second it releases. I need to sleep. Okay, so I will definitely not be streaming immediately. I will probably have a video going out before I start streaming to share my thoughts. But I have to release the video first. Then I will stream. Because after that, I can go to sleep. Because I ain't about to stream. And then after that, oh God, now I got to do a video. I'm so tired. Oh my God, I got to stay on 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I got to send the kids to school at 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Done pre-order via Steam. Yeah, pre-order via Steam. Like I said, if you have a solid team, solid tactic. This is a must-be alpha team quality. Because your tactic has got inverted wingers with a roaming playmaker coming a box-to-box bit. So they're all flooding this part. This F9 is going to drop, right? So there are going to be multiple goal scorers in this tactic. This is one of those tactics, please don't come to me and tell me how can I make my strikers score 150 goals. It ain't happening. Everybody's going to score like 15 to 20 goals a season. That kind of thing. So it's a good tactic. Well done. Okay, we're going to take a look at the other tactics though. Oh man, come on. Why can't life be simple and just go straight to the folder? Since must be because other games are here. 4-3-3, we just did that, right? So now Tiki Taka big games from FM24 account. What about you? Another 4-3-3, Carello, AP. I don't like APs on the flanks. Your tactic becomes one-dimensional, especially when Mazzala and an AP both trying to create for these two players. I would recommend you just go Mazzala on support. This guy becomes, you want to play AP, then, why don't you just go inside for an attack, pressing for an attack. This guy becomes like a fullback on support or fullback on support. No? Halfback, forming a tree, is that your intention? So if your intention is that, then play wingbacks. Wingbacks are the role that work very, very well with halfbacks. But when you play a halfback, make sure both of them are ball playing defenders. Then Car goes here to support, play it inside. Why would you want a Carrello to support the inside forward? He goes into the half space only. That's to support the transitions. It leaves the half space empty. So basically the halfback is gonna have to come up. So I would recommend that this guy be a it's either you get everybody up or you don't get. It's either you get everybody up the team like the last tactic, right? Or you get or you break the door down with 3 players. But here you got a Carrillo. I rather actually let's just forget a Carrillo. Or CM on attack, Mazzala support. In fact, a Carrillo here better. No, wait, hold on. Mazzala, AP on support. Why is the AP attacking? You want him to score goals. Mazzala on support. Okay. CM on attack. We do a focus plate on the left. Why are you so... Okay, like this. Remove this. Big games, though. Big games, you have to do this. This is a big game tactic, right? So, oops. Bring this down. Okay. I'll tell you something. This roll is very low on the totem pole for me, Very low on the totem pole. Mazzala. Mazzala with the CM attack. Either Mazzala or a ball winning midfielder, so I can play very high up the pitch. I create one of those smash the defense kind of tactic. Because if you play with a ball winning midfielder, right? Because they close down very aggressively, they tend to get high up the pitch as well. Yeah. So I like that role a lot. I'm not a big 4-3-3 fan. There's one 4-3-3 tactic, and I think it's the best version of 4-3-3 that you can play. I mean, there's also the F9 version that you guys saw just now. There's also a very good version. I like to play with the driver in the center or the CM attacking the box. So I can do all kinds of things like focus play, left and right. So if the poacher doesn't get, the poacher holds on to the defenders, the striker holds on to the defenders, and then boom, the guy comes in from nowhere. Right? The CM on attack. He comes in and scores. So if I were you, I'd just go in and do something. CM on attack coming. Because the reason why I did this focus play on the left is because you get AP, right? He's going to drive the ball and attack. Mazzala is also very creative. We got 2 wingbacks. These guys synergize so beautifully with the halfback. Because a halfback is going to make you the tree. What you really want from that wingback is to bring the ball forward. You don't want, because he's not going to have this, like the DLP anymore in the area where you can TikTok the ball inside anymore. No? And there, I think your tactic is assuming that he's in playing that tactic. So I think your width is, go back to standard. Yeah. Now, if you play standard width, is a minimum width for counter pressing, in my opinion. Because counter pressing only works when your team is narrow. The moment you play on wider settings, you got to stop playing counter pressing. Yeah. Counter pressing is very good with narrow width settings because your players are already close together, right? So when you counter press, hey baby, it's a wolf pack that's gonna press. So I like that a lot. So far so good, right? So I can look at a couple of transitions. Yeah, looking at the team, how it's set up. So it's not too aggressive. But you see, wing back, going up the pitch for the throw, and the lead to Casemiro. Look at this three. That's why we have the wing back. See, it's always going to transition back to these guys. These guys run up. Oh, the other thing I like to do with halfbacks, right? The other thing you can do is do this. Ask this guy to dribble more. Sometimes you need these guys to carry the ball a bit more. This is one tactic, right? You can do this. No? I want to show you something. This is one tactic, one way. Wait, let me think. No, cannot. Bloody idiot is here. If this was a ball playing defender, I don't mind. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. Because it's a double. Now I'm using double. I've never done this before, no. But the theory was in my head a few days. I was thinking about it for a while. Like the double liberos with a halfback. Because I know I will never play one libero with a halfback. But then what happens when you got two? It'll be fun. This will be fun. This is going to be cute, man. Two liberos with a halfback. Do I need more freedom to function better? What do you mean more freedom? Freedom? Are you held down by at home right now? Can you not go to the toilet anymore? Do you need any help? Nandin, no. Freedom, creative freedom in the game is just you going higher in attack. Don't worry. Don't need more creative freedom. Higher your mentality goes, creative freedom automatically increases. Yeah. You can put a bit more if you want, but then you introducing a bit of unpredictability, which is fine if you want to. But if you can't even create chances on normal tempo, then you have to do your tactic. Like this one, I'll be doing this tag there. Lies. You know what has happened? Last man defending. That's what's up. The libero has gone forward. The other libero has also gone forward. They didn't swap. This is what I didn't want to see. So this is what can happen, no? With a halfback, you can actually play this, which is the same as me when I'm playing my other ghost smash tactics. Right? See, the liberos have gone up. Right? Both the liberos went up. So that the player decided to crank it up. So both the liberos went up. Now look at that. Covered. Covered. We are covered beautifully. New discovery. So you can actually have this option where you want to play halfback, right? So why did you go halfback, libero? Look at this. It's a psychotic attacking setup, no? Because now you'll have 4 players, okay, against their wingers. Whatever it is, they play 4-2-3-1, you can pass your way through them as well. There's no way that you cannot say. You'll just transition very nicely. Boom, boom, boom. I remember I kind of figured this is the better way of using liberos with halfback. Instead of using one, you use 2. But if you have a halfback, right, and you use one libero, don't bother. Don't ever bother doing that because all they do is swap positions. But this one, we want the Casemiro to swap. Then we want both of them to go up. Then you get a better setup. But then you get a triangle. For example, I wanted more possession to work the ball. No. If you want more possession, you don't need to do it creative freedom. In fact, you're going to lose possession. And to work the ball better than my opponent, doesn't work from that. Creative freedom doesn't mean you're going to work the ball better. You're giving players a bit more latitude and freedom to move around the pitch and do what they want to do. Okay? Now, if you want more freedom, you want more latitude in movements, then what you're looking at is creating as many diamonds as you can in the tactic. That's what you're going to get with lots of movement. Yeah, you're going to get more possession. You're going to get more movement, right? We can do that at FM24 quite easily. Whether or not we can do that at FM26 will depend on how we set up in possession or possession tactics. Yeah. Okay, so we've done it. So this is one version of the tactics, so we can go to only commentary now. Okay. So we can look at the other few tactics. So I'm just going to talk through the other tactics. So you can do a libero. You can also do like, I want to do, I don't want to do libero, it's too crazy. I took a goal lead. Yeah, forget it. Let's go ball playing defender. This is safer for your heart lah, if you're worried about pushing the two liberos up. But yeah, this is better. I prefer AP. Score another goal. This is an orthodox system. Yeah, because you're not attacking, but this is a lot more stable. Because the AP is here with the Mazar. These are the AP and the Mazar is a very good combination, especially with focus play. So you're gonna have these diagonals that you can do. Looking at was it home stats, right? So we're looking at passing. We're looking at Mount. Sorry, they scored a goal. Must be okay. Mount, how many passes is he at? Mason Mount, 86%. He has already created 2 goal scoring chances. Fernandez has created. Look at the number of players who have played a pass that has led to a shot on goal. Number of players. Luke Shaw, Casemiro is from the back, has played a pass that led to a shot on goal. Kobe Mainoo has played 3 passes, created 2 goal scoring chances. Amad Diallo has played 2 passes, created 1 goal scoring chance. Bruno Fernandes has played 4 passes and created 1 goal scoring chance. Mason Mount has created, so he's a attacking playmaker. He's doing drives and runs, more like it. Attacking. Bruno Fernandes, 59 crosses, 5. Yeah, he's driving at the box. Drive 1 dribble only. And for all that's worth, right, he's only at 1 dribble. I can't see anymore. That's about the only information this thing can give me. This is way too much information. This game, this skin has got too much information. Too much information. Holy cow! If any manager had this in real life, they win the league title. They win the league title hands down. The managers don't have all this kind of information on their hands when they're playing the game of football. You think what, they got a blind laptop there going, guys, if that was the case, you see all the managers holding this like this, I go like, okay, they test bloody way. There's somebody feeding them some information, but it's only not enough. You mentioned tactics, that's not enough. Yeah, sorry. I'm running through. My brain is faster than my mouth at the moment. You mentioned tactics that make your strikers score many goals. Do you have a simple example? Strikers, you want to make like a 4, I will tell you 4-4-2 is one of the best at scoring a lot of goals. 4-2-3-1, striker scores a lot of goals as well. Just to do the focus play, like I say, I play a poacher all the time. You see me on my stream, I play a 4-2-3-1, striker gets about 40 goals a season, 50 goals a season. Yeah. But a 4-3-3, never in a million years we get a striker who score 100 goals. Yeah. Or 50 goals for that matter. You put a libero, maybe play best. You can play a libero if you want. You can play. You don't have to add more. You can. This is, I don't know whose tactic this is. This is a nice tactic. Yeah, I like this tactic. But what you do is I think you had a Carrello here. Just take it out. You need a CM, preferably a CM on attack in fight. So what we have is a fulcrum to attack. So this for the biggest weakness of this tactic is either everybody is attacking or 4 fellas are attacking. So we choose the 4 already. Yeah. You don't have like 2 fellas attacking, then you'll never create any chances. Yeah. Okay, what else have we got? Ding, 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 ding. Because I've got to do prep work for FM26. Okay, let's look at this. 4-2-3-1, 3-2-5. Goferson. Okay. Libero moving up Volante. This Volante doesn't have to be an attack. Play on support. If you play him on attack, he's going to just go too fast. DLF on attack. Okay, you got this Volante coming out. Libero coming out. Why is this guy holding up the ball for nobody to attack? I don't get it. It's like you got this nice tactic, but then you see this tactic is all about moving. I tell you what you do with this tactic. Play F9. Don't play DLF attack. You want to do something like this? You want to keep the ball? Then you play. You try this out. This might be even more radical. This is all about moving the team around, trying to score goals. Yeah? This is radical. No pass into space. Like this. Again, low crosses. No run at defense. You know, focus play. So you move the ball. Let me check your focus play. Do you need on left or right? Yeah, both sides can. Yeah, this DM will take few. Don't hold position. Don't shoot less. Or dribble less. Take few risks is enough. This one you can leave it below. This guy's gonna come here. This guy has to get him to be a create. Don't it. Tell him to be EM on support, okay? But get him to move into channels. He goes this way, this way, this way. Look, try this out. There's nobody is going to score a goal, right? He had a DLF attack. Was not much difference between that and this. Okay? So get these guys to go up, right? Libero, libero. Now your team instructions should be underlap, underlap. Okay. Why? The widest players are now going to hold out the ball looking for inside runs. A lot of runs are happening in this tactic. No? Okay. A lot of movement. You might get a lot of goals or you might get no goals. Okay. I'm just saying this. Okay. You have to play this tactic to find out. Hello, it's Shadow Pass. How you doing, man? I'm trying to do something with a lot of possession, 60-70 possession. Yeah, I think you should. Possession comes when you have enough players around the ball and you're able to move the ball around. But I think in this game, Football Manager, don't be obsessed with it. Yeah. Don't be obsessed with it. 70% possession and winning this game sometimes don't go hand in hand together. Yeah, you can get I get 60%, 65% possession almost all the time, right? But that normally happens because I've got all the players creating diamonds all over the pitch. That's what you got to do. You want to get those kind of tactics, that's got to happen. And it's something that you will only get with more and more experience by trying different things out. But it won't happen with things like, I'm going to increase creative freedom. That will never do it for you. So try this out with your tactics. Let me know what it does. And we can also, if you wanted to play these guys as wingbacks, and you get the same effect too. But it'll be interesting because you have to go up the pitch with this group and you have to keep the ball. But you see, the thing is you had a DLF and attack with a lot of support roles, right? I was already assuming you had a very good team. Okay? That is the reason why I put an F9 there. I don't like this tactic. I'll tell you right now, I'm not a big fan. Because every time you go out the pitch and say, I'm smarter than you at passing the ball around, you're asking for trouble. But you had the DLF on attack. So I assume you already have that in mind. So you wanted the challenge? I've given it to you. You got the positions to help you defend. This guy should really be a ball-playing defender. If you're going to do this split, right, get him a ball-playing defender. You want a good player here to drop in. This guy goes up. This guy comes up. Then they form a 4. This F9 is going to drop. That's what we're going to try and do. See whether these guys can get to the final third to score goals. If a 4-4-2, Yusuf, Remy, if a 4-4-2 had me conceding goals like crazy, what can I do? You can actually raise your defensive line and drop your block. Play a mid block. Or what I do with my defense, what I do with my 4-4-2 is, right? Sometimes the 4-4-2 is about, you see, if you want to play a 4-4-2, you got to get good at tweaking, at seeing what's happening in the game. I never stick to one 4-4-2 version throughout a game. I will go, okay, fine. I'm now going to get on my entire team to come back and attack, and I want my entire team to come back and defend. What do? I play low block, high defensive line. The whole 4-4-2 moves up and the whole 4-4-2 comes back. So you got to get good at trying things out. If you don't understand what the instructions do in the game, because there's no such... One thing I really dislike is when people say don't change your tactics or don't change your mentality. You need to learn how to do that. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be tougher. But it can be, I'm sure with a 4-4-2, you can play like a DM-based 4-4-2 then. If you are considering lots of goals, then you can play with 2 DMs, 2 fullbacks, 2 ball-playing defenders, 2 wingers in the winger tier. Right, make sure they are both on support. Play with 2 fullbacks on attack, then goes out of the pitch and comes back down quickly to defend. And if you want to do, if you want to make it more defensive, right, what you can do is you can play with a pressing forward and a pressing defender if you want to defend. But if say you're looking to get the ball up the pitch really quickly, play target forward, advance forward. Then you can tweak during games. I will play low block, high defensive line with 2 central midfielders. That's why I've been playing my low blocks. I've got a lot. We've been doing Everton low blocks, right? So I've been doing a lot of low blocks. But I play at a high defensive line. The reason why is because my players take their block and they put it high up the pitch, not next to my goal. No, they play high up the pitch, so it's very compact. So they have to go over my block, right? And because they have to play a ball over the top, right? They have to get players running behind me. So I play step up more after that. You gotta try things out with this game. Yeah, and in fact, right now, right, I would dare say this much, right? If people are obsessed with possession now, when FM26 comes, you're gonna be very, very sad. No, because you're gonna have to learn an entire new UI. I would say, forget about your obsession with possession now. Worry about the fundamentals, because the fundamentals won't change, no? Like, are you comfortable with your defensive line changes? You gotta understand the basics. The basics are defensive line in this game. Like trigger pressing as well, right? You want the players to press a bit more aggressively in the final third? Yeah, trigger press or max to the guys in front. Yeah. I've been saying that since day one, right? Since the very first day I started playing this game, I was the first and only person in the world that did this. No? Nobody else did it. They all started doing it after I started doing it. I would always play with a split block. Nobody ever heard of a split block until I started doing it first. Right? I was the first and only burger in the world that did it. I used to call it a split block. No one else did it. I had a term for it. It's a split press. And the split press is a thing in Football Manager. But, SI don't tell you that, right? They don't tell you this, but they do it themselves too. I discovered when I went to London, there are guys that are actually playing the same way like me. So yeah, it does work. So learn about the split press. Like if I want to do it, like this kind of a tactic, you can do a split press. This guy does. How do you do the split mark tackle harder? What you can also do sometimes, right, is like, there's a bit of fendangling with this thing, You come in here, go to balance mentality. I tell you what, we'll just go down to cautious first. Sometimes you can see it there. Okay, then you come inside here, you go to this guy, bang, trigger press more often. Boom. Now you got him to trigger press more often, right? So you got trigger press more often. Okay. Whether or not, right, this is going to stay in the game. I told them, I think they're going to remove it. It's not going to be a possibility anymore. We got closer more. This one is locked in. So some of the roles are not locked in. I wonder why this guy. Okay, then. Oh, he was already there. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes the UI has got problems. Then we come inside. Yeah, we shift it back to positive. And again, boom. Come in here, close up more. Close up more. It's called a split block. It works. The split block in Football Manager is like what happens in real life. Okay? Have you ever seen a game of football where the strikers are the ones pressing? When the ball comes, right? The ball comes, the strikers are the ones that go in first. They are the ones doing all the hard work. But then the rest of the team is all screening or just holding their positions. That's a split block. Because it's a split press, they start first. Only when they beat the first line do the players are still holding the position. They are hounding those players, and then after that, when they get past the first press, right? Then what you notice, the players immediately go into screening positions. Meaning, he's beaten the player already. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to screen. Meaning, I will block the passing lane from opening up. So what will happen is he goes pressing, this guy goes hounds, right? And then they notice, shit, okay, so the player is next to us. The only way it works if the opposition player is within their zone. Then if he escapes their zone, what happens? This player will screen, so he will cover, and then sometimes these players then will drop into their press. They will drop into their block positions. So that's how a split press. So basically, that's all you do. Well, maybe no more plays, right? I guarantee you there will be player instructions. That's the only thing that gives you FM the flavor that it has. Yeah. That's the only thing. SM, there's no more play instructions. You think anybody's going to play the game? All going to quit the game tomorrow. I'm not going to play Football Manager anymore because we want a room. You know how angry I was? Guys, you won't believe this. You guys were not around when this happened, okay? I quit the game, man. I was so mad, with the tactical creator. Because I played a part in the tactical creator, right? So back then, when the first tactical creator, I was involved in the philosophy side. So like, I had to create structured mentality, structured philosophy. What do you want to call that? Or structured mentality. I can't even remember the term now. Such a long time ago. Structured, basically structured was me. Okay? So I actually had the settings. I did the settings for it so that we could, because the idea behind it was I wanted to, people are asking me about the Alex Ferguson setup. So I said, okay, fella, because Alex Ferguson plays in units, no? He's got his attacking unit, his midfield unit, his defensive unit. So whenever they play, right, they play as a unit. They never play as one whole kahuna going all over the pitch. They're all like, different units in terms of mentality. Then when the tactical creator came out. And then I was like, oh my God, I was so angry the first couple of weeks. I hated the tactical creator. I disliked it so much. I refused to play it. I had nothing nice to say about it. Because you're taking something so familiar to me that I enjoy so much that made the game uniquely challenging from my perspective. And you just dumb down the whole game. A bunch of sliders. Last time you had to, now you got like, you remove a lot of the sliders and the notches and the ticks. Right now you made it into like so simple. I need Tom, Dick, and Harry can go make a tactic. There. Yeah, my ego was right. But that was all about my own ego. No. It took me about, then I got so mad. I didn't want to do anything. And after that, I was like, if you like playing a game, I didn't play 13. I refused to play 14. Then there was a mild melodrama. Then I decided, 15 or so, I'm not going to be there. Then I came out in 16. I only played Football Manager, the tactical creator version, right? The first 1.5. Remember the migration? I don't know if you guys were around for the migration. Were you guys around for the migration? Some of you. Remember the tactical creator had the hand-holding phase where we still were able to set up the sliders and the notches and choose the value or the mentality of each player, right? Each position. We had roles as well, but we could also do the same thing with it. With that, we had these two versions within the same game, right? That was my happy days too. The moment we went into the new one, that was it, and I was pissed because I felt there were bugs. I was like, there were so many bugs in it those days because I was like, this is buggy, that's buggy, this UI is not showing us supposed to show, this is not showing us supposed to show. I was like so annoyed with it though. Yeah. I was also 20-something or 30-something at that age. I was still young. I was all like, wow. Now I'm older. I've been through that phase. So I know FM26 is coming. So I was thinking to myself, how do you think FM26 is going to be? So I told myself it's going to be exactly the same. The UI is going to come out. People are going to be pissed because, I can't do it the same way I used to do it. People are going to go into network games. They'll be complaining. They're not winning anymore. They were the network king last time. Now they're the network pauper now. Yeah, it's going to happen. People are going to find it difficult to find things in the game because that's exactly what happened the last time. People will, all their great tactics stop working. They're going to complain. Yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah. So I don't expect it to be an easy ride, the first few weeks. So, when people say, oh, God, it's going to be great. It's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be this. I'm telling people, hey, man, get prepared. So I was there. I was there when even I couldn't take it. The first time they changed the UI, I quit the game. I walked away. I completely walked away. I said I had this because there's so many bugs that time. I was like, I couldn't do it because I was bug testing as well. So I used to submit bug after bug after bug. I submitted so many bugs. I think I was bugging the guys in the development team. I was bugging those guys. Saying, come on, can you fix this? Can you fix this? This has to be fixed. And on the forums, I'm not like that. But they are so nice to me. They allow me to be a grumpy old person when I'm like that. But I just hope things are better. Let's go back. Structure shape or sliders evolve? Structure shape and sliders evolve. Mentality change. Mentality change in 2021 or 22. Yeah, the way they work. Can we play Enrique style midfield with 3 CMs? On Football Manager right now, definitely. Yeah, but you probably have to modify it because the problem is the DM slot. So you need to, you can do it. You can play with 3 CMs, but play a Libero, get a 3 backline. You're slightly different from Enrique, but not pure Enrique. Sorry, Robert. Sorry, this might not relate to what you're discussing, and you might have, what is it again? You might have, you might have discussed it previously, but do you think Amorim's tactic can work? Yeah, we did it. We did Amorim's tactic. It works. 3-4-2-1 does actually work. The way Amorim designed it, yeah, you can. But the challenge is actually those 2 DM positions. You're going to have to get really hard-working players, and then you focus play on the left and the right, and you get the ball up the pitch. You can definitely... That is actually the best 5-2-2-1 in the game of Football Manager. It is Amorim's system. The replication of Amorim's system is actually The best 5-2-2-1 back five system in the whole game of Football Manager. Yeah. It is hands down the best. I never did understand completely the team fluidity back when you were able to set it as opposed to now when it's functioning with tactics. Fluidity is just nothing now. I mean, fluidity was always about let me try and remember what fluidity did. Forget it lah. Fluidity no one actually understood what fluidity did in the first place lah. Yeah, it's supposed to be something to do with philosophy. Forget it. We're not going there, okay? Like, that's not. I already erased that from my mind because it went through the first iteration was a clean one. Then it never lasted for about 3 seasons. After it started changing, then it almost went away. Then became something else. Then it became only for the AI. Yeah, forget it. Let's not go there. DLP in DM is Enrique stream midfields. Yeah, I think so. I think the DLP with the dropping deal can play as a DMS. I think Vitinha is a definition of roaming playmaker. Yeah, should try it out. I'm Klopp 4-2-3-1. DLP, DM on support, not DMD. Too defensive. You're playing with so many players back. Play a DMS. Yeah, then fine. Yeah, this can work. Wing back on attack. Very important that this player is a good defender. And then target forward, EM as support. You have him move into channels and roam. Yeah, so you want him to go left and right. And then if you want to, you can do a focus play on this side, on the left side, so you get more driving attacks on this side. But you want to keep the ball. Right? Don't play focus play to the middle. Play focus play left or right. The focus play to the middle is probably the worst, single most useless instruction in the whole game of Football Manager. Don't play shorter, play on standard tempo. Narrow means you want to use the inside channels when you're passing the ball and to create more through passes. You don't have to do this, just go low cross with this tactic. Because you don't want to get up the pitch and then what do you call it? In fact, right now, just remove all. I would just go low, if anything else, low cross. But other than that, mix. Don't play word ball into box. Because you got target forward, right? So why would you want to just not play? If anything else, I'll play low cross. I won't play word ball into box. Yeah. Be more expressive is fine. Yeah. It just increases creative freedom. On balance is fine. But if you play on attacking, take it out. Yeah. Because on attacking mentality, you also get higher creative freedom. Because creative freedom is linked to mentality. The higher your mentality goes up, the more creative freedom license your team gets. Unless SI changed something since the last time I played Football Manager or the last time they explained it to the community at large. Because they did explain that a while back. But SI also has a habit of explaining things and then, all of a sudden they go like, oh guys, guess what? We're not going to, we got something new. Like I remember what I did with take more risks, right? All of us thought it was just passing related. Then one fine day, somebody from SI went and said it on the forums. Oh, guys, this has got to do with everything. I'm like, huh? What? Run that by me one more time. All of us like, what? We thought it only affected passes. No, it affects everything. I'm like, pressing, movement, passes. It was seismic, man. That message, right? That small message was seismic. That tactic is fine. Just make those changes to be fine. 3, okay, Libero coming up. I love this. But I tell you something, what's better is a Libero here and a Libero here. That's even better than this. Because the DLP is on defense, Libero is going to come right. You got 2 and 2 is a box. So if that's what you really after, then go for it. But you're going to have 4 players in defense, 5, 6, 7. What's the difference? So this tactic becomes very, very defensive. Tuchel's, if this is your replication, you think this is a Tuchel replication, go ahead with it. But this is too defensive. Play a DLP and support. Libero coming up, he will be on. This guy will at least support the regista. The Libero comes out, you got a 3 tripartite here. And then if you're going to do this, right, I will play a focus play down the left. Not a focus play to the middle. What focus play to the middle does, it gets the central midfielders to come closer together in the center of the park. Dude, you got 3 fellas already in the center of the park. You don't need them to come any closer. They're already very close. But what you need is this guy to move to the side and this guy to come into the center. And that's what focus play left will do. Focus play right, this guy goes here, this guy comes here. That's focus play right. So you get the extra player for building play up left and right, which is where your creative influence is, the inverted winger. These guys is a DLP and a regista. By doing what you're doing, you might not even create many goals, right? So at least he goes left, the regista can help build up play here, this guy can help build up play here, and then you got that. I mean, here, this role can also be a pressing forward, it can be an F9, it can be a target forward. There are many roles this guy can take. all your base. I never did understand completely the team fluidity back when you were able to set it. Yeah, who did? Nobody did. No one did. As opposed to now when it's a function of that. Now you just ignore it because fluidity right now is not even relevant for our tactic. No. Because from what the last time I had a conversation with somebody was, and they were quick to shut up after that because they're not working there anymore, I think. Fluidity was something that was tied to the AI and how it would decide its tactics. That's it. So my biggest bane, I was the one that I was begging SI, can you take this out? I know SI can't do any fundamental UI changes, right? But what they did do is this. This SI did for me. Okay. I was the one that made a big hoo-ha about this to SI. Okay. I was the one that went in and made a big holy hoo-ha on this. The defensive line definition is, I basically told SI a long time ago that the definition of defensive line in the game is very misleading. And the UI is very misleading because UI makes it seem as if those instructions only work in a defensive phase. Whereas the defensive line transition, the defensive line also affects the team when they're attacking. So they went and changed it. See that? This instructs the defenders how high they should position themselves when the opposition have the ball in their own half and when the team has possession themselves. So when you have possession and when they have the ball in our half. In their own half, no? In their own half. See whether when the opposition have the ball in their own half, where's our defensive line supposed to be? And then when the team has possession themselves. So it is very, very important to remember this. So that's why a lot of people, this one, it's a bit sad, quite fun. Did this how to get Pendulum in block? Yeah, Pendulum has been done so many times before. Pendulum has been around in the game since FM 22. I think the year when the community at large was asking for pendulum attacks to be included in the game was when Chelsea had the Italian manager, the angry Italian manager. What's his name? The short, angry Italian manager. What's his name? One day had I can't remember his name now. Conte, Antonio Conte. I went there, Conte. Conte was the one doing the pendulum attacks, right? So I remember Nick was still working at SI. So I sent in a message to those guys, saying, look, guys, we really, really need to get this pendulum attacks going, because the ball playing defender should be able to push up. Then they said, yeah, they're working on it. They will. But then I discovered, I think the very next year, I started putting dribble more on my tactics. And then just when the pendulum, that's why I noticed there's a bit of a pendulum. If you add dribble more, the team does move up slightly. But it wasn't so good until this year. This year I noticed, for you to get the pendulum movement right, you get it very, very well with the inverted fullbacks. So what happens is if your team is attacking down the right, the inverted fullback pushes the tactic up, and then the other inverted fullback, he drops it and locks up with the other guy, forming a 2. That becomes very nice. So pendulum attacks happen, and they happen very, very well with the inverted fullback. Taufik. Then we didn't even analyze and play the previous side. Loaded up and then started talking about the tactics and moved on. Sorry, Taufik. We went through the tactics, right? Most of the tactics I did, right? I loaded up the tactic and I talked about it, right? Which one? Last tactic. What, Tiki-Taka big games? This one? Alright, we played this tactic, what? We played this tactic. Definitely we played this tactic. I'm Klopp, this one. This tactic, I already said, this can work, but we have to put a focus plate on the left. There's nothing much to change, this tactic. Unless you want to wank it out, it's okay. This tactic is fine. Take out the focus play. All the tactics can be focus play down the middle. Remove all them. Just go up to here, shorter. This is fine. You don't have to change it too much. Don't have to change a lot of tactics too much. Yeah. Most of these tactics are fine. DLP, DM a support now. Don't play a defend duty. Then you do a focus play down the left. Very nice tactic. This guy's gonna be scoring a lot of goals. Yeah, that's it. This is a simple I am Klopp tactic. Doesn't need to be changed. Yeah, then the 4-3-3, we did the 4-3-3 RPM already. Tiki-taka big games we did. Tuchel style we did. Bruno's tactic we did. This is how we played just now. And we also looked at Goferson's tactic as well. Goferson's tactic, this one is too crazy. Something like that would be fine. When you play AM in this position, always add move into channels. Because you want him to go left and right. Then in transition, right? In possession, I think you have a focus play, and up the tempo. Don't ever play super slow tempo. You don't need to. Because if you have to do this, right, you better be God's gift to players too. Your team better be so damn good they can keep the ball at their feet without any issue. Pendulum defense, yeah, I know, they shift and overload the wide areas in defense. Yeah, they do that. But you want to do overloading of the wide areas, you can overload the wide area, opposition wide area in defense. You can definitely do that right now. But if you're talking about overloading your own defense, that means you shift, right? See, the thing about pendulum, right? The pendulum concept, right, is actually from South America. I can't even remember what it's called now. That is the one they brought into the game. Yeah. No, we done I done all the tactics, but I don't look at both tactics. Yeah. We already looked at all the tactics that came in today. I've got to go and start work on other things in Football Manager. Hold on, let me see this one, right? So, yeah. Oh my goodness, there's some more tactics that came in. Wow. Suddenly, man. Boom, boom, shakalaka. Okay, we'll look at these tactics now. If there's two tactics for one person, I only look at one. Yeah. I don't look at all the tactics. I might pick one to play. Yeah. Wait, what's going on? All right. Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to delete all this. You guys found you all found the link, huh? I didn't know, man. You guys were intrepid searchers of the link. All right. Okay, you got build up play. DM, fullback. Okay. No. AP on support. This tactic works like that. Yeah, just works fine. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yep, leave it. You can play on balance, you can play on ball, you can play on any mentality of this tactic. Yeah, this is fine. Fine. Hold up ball. Why would you hold up ball? No need. Stay wider. Don't have to mark. Remove this. Remove mark specific position. You don't need it. If your player is that bad, cannot see, then it's too bad. Don't stay wider. You want to play stay wider? Remove that. Don't play sit narrow. Okay, you got one stay wide, one sit narrow, is it? What you can do is you play this as a winger. Play him opposite Play him as a winger with a left foot. He has a preferred left foot. Then he'll come inside. Then this guy is going to go around him. Okay. I mean, this is a very, taking more risk inside. You want this guy to come this way, right? Then you got to sit narrower. You want him to go this way. You sit narrower. You cannot ask him to stay wide. He's got to be inside, going like that. And this guy is from wider position. You want him to cut inside, right? Take on the players, okay, and pull the defense apart so that this guy is going to create more havoc as well. Then what you want is this old guy to be taking more risks, and then this guy to be taking fewer risks. That's it. Yeah, can work. And then you got a focus play on the left and the right, and then you got underlap. Yeah, you just move this up here a bit. That's it. Few changes you need to make the tactic. You don't need to go max stress. I don't normally do that. There's no traps, right? Okay. Yeah, this is fine. DM. We've done the same tactic on the stream. Yeah. That's the world tactic from Ishan. What a fraud. I didn't know it was a world tactic. Yeah. Tackle harder, drop position. I would just go sit narrower. Yeah, you can do sit narrower. AF tackle harder. DM. Make sure that this stay wider and sit narrower. Mine is this different. Now mine is both sit narrow and I play with two wingers. So I actually ram the middle. So what you can do is you can play differently. You know, I've been playing this version since FM21. FYI. Okay. So I've been using double DM since FM21. FM, you go this narrow, right? Yeah. Then you got winger and inside forward. Some games you can do wide. These guys are both inside forwards. You can definitely play in many ways, this guy. Taufix. Whipped cream. I don't know. I don't know who's that tactic. Volante, DM, inverted fullback, libero, inverted fullback, full position, winger, AP, inside forward. No, Taufik. That guy Taufik is a real name, lah. Yeah. The guy who's sending the tactic from YouTube, his name is Taufik. It's a great tactic. It's a very nice tactic. Yeah, I like this 4-2-3-1. Yeah, the 4-2-3-1 is a nice tactic. It's a good tactic. Yeah. Double DMs. I think you know who's the first person who introduced me to double DMs. Guru. The year that we play against each other. We play against each other. FM Guru. Yeah. The French content creator. The guy who works for SI. But it's a good tactic. Taufik, the guy's Ishan or whatever his name is, right? I don't know him personally. Right? I like the tactic as well. That was a simple double DM system. Okay, anyway, coming back to this tactic, I don't want to talk about who, what, where, who, what, when. Okay. Underlap, focus plays, okay, this is fine. Okay. It's a good tactic. Volante going up, libero comes up, winger staying wide, tackle harder, mark tighter works, poacher, AP. This looks like my tactic, man. This looks exactly like my tactic, no. Oi, this is my tactic. Spurs fan, does this look like mine? This is exactly what I did on the stream, right? It looks exactly like the same tactic I play on the stream. Yeah, because dev works. 100% works. Yeah. Yeah, focus play. I did the same thing. Focus play this side and I put a bloody inside forward the other side to score goals. Yeah, because the poacher will hold out the defenders. This guy comes in to score goals. They play AP, asking to move into Charles at Rome. Yeah. Definitely works. Don't need to play. Done it so many times. Right? Definitely works that tactic. Okay, Japan was Aquas Japan. Hey, I don't play. Roaming playback comes up. AM comes here. Wingback comes in. Don't need. Just play Shadow Striker. Chai Rombi. Roaming play is coming up, right? AF and Shadow Striker will come this way with a winger. This guy's also coming up. It's a defensive system, so it gets up, and then you get these guys to play as wide centre backs. They'll anchor the middle. The other thing you can do, right, this tactic quite funky. You go libero and defend. Libero, this guy goes up, this guy comes here, this guy comes here, this guy comes here. Right? So you got a 3-man defense. These guys will protect you enough. They get 3, these guys can go up the pitch. You will find that you can actually be a lot more aggressive with the wing backs in this tactic. 100% you can be a lot more aggressive with these wing backs. So you might even have games where you do this. You might even have games where you do this. Right? If you're not sure, start with wingback. Volante RPM will come up. There's the reason why I went AM, right? The AM is useless here, no. You might as well put a Shadow Striker there, attacking from a wider position. Because the AM does nothing here. He's just holding the space like a, he's like a bookmark, waiting for the future. Okay. Then Sam 352. John McLean. 5-2-1. Libero, CDs, complete wingback. This is interesting. That's you, That's quite interesting, this tactic. I tell you what, something, you got 2, right? I'm just going to take a look at both. I just put them side by side. Normally I don't like doing that. Because it takes up, other people also know. No wonder you want to do this. You got diamond here. Okay, I tell you what, the diamond is actually a very good tactic. Box to box. No, actually, okay. This is something I like to do with diamonds. Okay. I'll tackle your diamond. This. Okay, this is fine. Okay, this is fine. Okay. All right, because but you don't have a target for. It's okay. You can play this guy as a target for and a poacher. Okay, okay. If you want to play centrally, narrow through the middle, right? You play box to box. If you want to deliver crosses, you play Mazala. That's it. There's only difference you do. These two guys become fullbacks on attack, of wingbacks, right? Okay. You want them to get high up the pitch, but both these don't have to play defense cover. You play them both on defense. That's it. Don't play. You can play wingback on support. You can play fullback on attack. If I play box to box, I'll play fullback on attack. Both of them go up the pitch. And they come up the pitch, and then because you're narrow like this, don't have to pass it. Don't have to do this. 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 Hold on. Bring this up. You can do right defense and pass in this way, but don't even do this. The moment you go here, take this out. You need this. Move them left and right. Okay. Don't ever touch this instruction with a 10-foot pole. You don't need it in the game. It's the most underutilized instruction in the whole game. Okay. In fact, I think in Football Manager in the future, SI is gonna have to change this because it's too. You can focus play to the middle. You can focus play left. You can focus play right, and the kind of stuff. But the thing about this game is it's unique. It's very funky, like in the sense that I always felt, we can do overlap. We can do underlap. Why can't we do? Because in reality, right, most teams overlap a bit, they underlap a bit. They don't do. We're going to overlap on this side and we're going to underlap on that side, which is one of the reasons why I got really annoyed with the inverted wingback when they changed the inverted wingback back. Because that was the only role in the whole game that did what he could do when he could do it. No, I go inside when I can, I go outside when I can, which is what happens in real life. So I would do underlap, narrow, and don't play the narrow. Okay? This is much better. So you get this working. This is it, man. And then you can apply whatever you did here back to this because it's going to work on the same principles. Except I probably wouldn't use a RPM. I probably use because these two funky Dories are going to just ruin each other. So I'll just play this guy as maybe a ball-winning midfielder. Maybe this guy is a shadow striker. Okay. Then you got yourself the similar setup. No, both tactics. Because then you're just going to be playing arrow through the middle, right? Libero. You don't have to play because your instructions are probably, I knew it. You don't need both. Then they got this, they got this, they got this. That's it. You got a tactic. Now pass into space so you don't need. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. It's almost the same thing. Yeah, because I figured that the idea was the same. Yeah. Definitely can work. Yeah. And then we got the 4-4-2. 4-4-2 we're going to play. Because it's Manchester United, they have to play a 4-4-2. There's no two ways about it. There are 4, the 4, the 2. What does see a 4-4-2? Kostis Larsen's tactic. We play Emirates City in the we play Emirates City. We play Hull City in the Emirates. Ruben Amorim loves a 5-2-2-1. Yeah, 5-2-2-1. But I don't think United is geared for a 5-2-2-1. Because the problem with United is they don't have in reality, they only have one Ugarte. They need two Ugates for that tactic to work well. Oh my God, CM attack. This is crazy. We have to play and discover how painful this is going to be. I don't like doing. First up, Kostis, I hate inverted wingbacks with a vengeance. Okay? They are the most cowardly roles in the whole game. They never go forward. You guys just going to come in and play as a DM. You're going to lose it, no? Because I'd rather have this guy be a winger on attack, this guy be a box-to-box, and this guy be a fullback. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah. Yeah. Because the problem is, right, you have lost flank, no? You basically only have one right flank. That's it. You're giving up your left flank. You basically say, I'm not going to use my left flank anymore. That's what you're done with this tactic. So everything is going to be right-sided attacks. All right. And if you don't score from the right side, you'll be in trouble because you cannot depend on any other thing. So this tactic, yes, it can work, but it's purely a right-side tactic. Right. So if you do, then what we can do something different, but we'll just let it play. And then if they do attack us down the other side, right? The inverted wingback always has to. His defending area is huge. No, it's like mega. It's like a big area. See what I mean? Always they're gonna come down the right. Because there's no point. There's no way they can use the left. So this guy is just there for, to pull this guy. So his job is very simple. In life, Mbuemo's job is to keep the defender occupied, while the other guy scores all the goals. So if that's your goal, to get Mateos, your CF to be the top goal scorer, then this is the tactic for you. Right? That's it. But it's very unbalanced because you might end up in some games where you have no choice. You can't go down that flank. Maybe they have a ball-winning midfielder there. Maybe they have double DMs there. Maybe they have we are lucky, because they are not attacking us down our left. They usually inverted wing back. So we know this guy is not on attack duty. He's on support. So this guy is going to be somewhere here. So this right flank is coming down here. So this guy has nothing to do. It's like, okay, all right, I got no attacking to do. Be fine. Now I can change the tactics slightly, right? So I prefer this role. Or you want to do something more funky, just go wing back on support. And then we go sit narrow, cut inside, take. See, that's why you add all this, take more risk to your inverted wing back, no? So you does all the funky, right? And now I can, why don't I just send you hither? Let's go, all of them go and attack. Winger on attack, wing back coming, CM on attack, winger here, one libero coming up. This is one crazy tactic, no? Because it's a one defender system with one guy protecting us here. So now we've got this guy pushing into this position. Right. So you still get like that false roll. But you see what has happened now? We are actually attacking down this side of the pitch. Because the inverted wingback, he's been released. Now we got this guy pushing up so that there will be some attacks down the left side as well. You can play double CM as an attack with a libero. The problem with this game is it's very strange. I'll show you something. It should not make any sense, right? It shouldn't, no? It should not make any sense, no? We're playing no defender system. Okay, now we got two inverted fullbacks, two liberos coming to the middle, two CMs going out. So basically we have this offset, these two guys running up. But the funky thing about two liberos is they offset each other. When one has the ball, the other one holds back. So you still got your three at the back. But it's slightly forward. Nothing wrong with this as well. I know it sounds ridiculous, right? But it can actually work in Football Manager. It's such a stupidissimo tactic. We might as well go all attack. Yeah. Actually, it does make some sense, but it seems stupid. I would say it is stupid. I mean, the other team hasn't. You would think the other team will put one ball over the top and target forward, right? Why nothing has happened? Look at our shape. Hey, I'm on only on commentary. So sorry. So let's look at all the goals. We didn't see the goals. First goal, one goal. So the first goal was good. Yeah. I don't know why we are only commentary. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know. And then we got a second goal, Cunha's goal. This is the one where we got the ball to transition up here. The wing back. You see the wing back takes out the same position as the DM. With the wing back. But we get a bit more bite on the left lane now. Because I can actually turn this guy into a attack duty, right? And then the third goal, I changed my roles, right? To the third one. No, this is before. They are still using the same thing. Yeah. So still a wing back. This is when we are using a wing back. Now because I'm using the wing back right now, the left side got there's some attacking patterns on the left. So yeah, I would definitely suggest that. My experience in is that they will push roaming players out of the middle. Very annoying you play. Yeah, I never like to use inverted wingback. I think the one role I don't touch with a 10-foot pole, and I will not touch that role with a 10-foot pole in FM26. No way I'm playing with a role. No point. Because it kills one of your wingers. And this is inverted wingback will be an in possession role. No? So that means when I have the ball, right, I'm effectively saying I don't need the left wing or the right wing. What's the point? So I think this is one of the roles that it's very funky, you know. I don't like the role very much. I think that I hope that it's still in the game. Wow, look at you guys, man, today. Non-stop. Not bad, huh, the stream. Tactics all quite good, huh? We only lost one game against Chelsea. But United are now third in the Premier League, hunting down the Champions League spot with a tactic that has been changed every single game by you guys. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so we normally play all the tactics from everybody if you're on Discord. Yeah, so for a Discord, guys, they submit the tactics. I'll play all the tactics. But if you're not Discord, if you're a subscriber on the channel, then definitely I'll be playing your tactics too. Here. I will. So consider following the channel if you want. Yeah. I want to thank everybody coming for today's show. We'll be back tomorrow. I have to go. I have to do stuff I have to prepare. I'm so tired now. I have to start. I hope I still have something in me to offer to do. I'm going to do a prep work for FM26. There's a lot of 26 prep work, but I showed you some of what I'm planning to do, right? The NVIDIA card settings and everything that you need to do. I didn't actually show you the NVIDIA card settings. I'll have to do a video on that and I'll show. It's got to be, if you're using NVIDIA, then it's definitely the way you want to set your graphics card. Yeah. And I'll try and do it. I'll try and do one for the 4 series cards. Then one for most of the series cards, right? So like the 3 series, and what are the settings you should be looking at for those cards. Should work for most of you. Yeah. So all of you guys, don't worry, man. Costis, it wasn't a weird 442. I made it weirder. Didn't you like the weirder version of the 442 I played? Costis, I made a weirder version. I know yours was weird, but I added a bit more zip to your weird, man. Why have one guy on support? We just put everybody on attack. Let's go, baby. 2 liberos even. Yeah, we had fun. So I want to thank all of you. You guys were fantastic. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for more of a Destiny, right? So you guys stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Be good. I'll see you soon.